First pitch, 7:11 p.m. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this home. They're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
Hit hard to short. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Garth Lassiter will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls the strike zone.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ferreira has a beat on it. 1 down. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. He's the leading run producer on this team, so they have to focus on getting the guys ahead of him on base and into scoring position. He'll still need to come through with a big hit, but he's shown an affinity for doing just that.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality. Plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Number 71 will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Did a good job to shear. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards strand a couple, and now the Dodgers get a crack. Michael Gonzalez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Tap foul at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, third baseman
Gabe Harmon will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground, and a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Stefan Ramirez will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games.
Ball inside.
And that misses inside, 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Got him.
The one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Alvaro Alonso is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
1 ball, 2
He's just
strikes,
trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Bill Dominguez gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Garth Lassiter comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And a high strike there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And you know, in this ballpark, you get guys second and third, you've got to take advantage, especially early on. These chances might not come all that often.
Looking to minimize the damage here. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game. Rick Haight is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Runs on 4. Miguel Almanzar is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's 71. Will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Shot back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out.
The count.
He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Ferreira moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The pitcher, Mike Rucker, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Stefan Ramirez is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Stefan Ramirez.
Ground ball right side to his right, Leefer. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Alvaro Alonso. He reached on a single in his first try. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Locke takes it in. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
Now batting. Center
Bill Dominguez stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. 0-2. Here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Garth Lassiter heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Left fielder, Garth Lassiter.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back. Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 21,
Miguel Almanzar will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. The fastball inside. Here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
To 2-2 now.
Strike.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Brantley. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they lead it 3-0. Number 71 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman
Michael Gonzalez will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
third baseman, number 13, Gabe Harmon.
Gabe Harmon will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 3-0. Sergio Almanzar is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8